Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Friday night F2 RRF1 Friday night race night live here at the Temple of Speed here in Italy. It's the Monza Grand Prix, and ladies and gentlemen, we have an absolute humdinger waiting for you because no doubt there's going to be carnage, no doubt there's going to be action, and today I am joined by my co-commentator, Mr. Big Hairy Jock from F3 himself. How are you, son?
Good evening. Thank you very much. It's great to be here. Don't know what else to say, but let's get it on. F2 is going to be a stormer. If F3 was good, F2 is going to be better.
I was going to say, if F3 last night was good, then I'm sorry, but F2, you might as well go home now. You're not going to beat that race.
Well, you never know. Who's your money on today?
Right. To be honest, I'm still going to go with one of the Red Bulls. I think that they're sort of in a bit of a class of their own at the minute. They seem to be getting the wins and the results. We've already got some cars out on tracks. Kajas is coming out. Who else is out? We've got a McLaren of Lennon. Dean Alex is on the way out. PTR's on the way out. Okay, so I believe it's Lennon who's going to be the first one round, so we'll jump on board with Lennon, your driver, who should, I think, complete the first lap of Q1. And bloody hell, yeah, bloody F2 doing a Q1, that's a rarity.
On board with PTR here, on a Red Bull.
And you know what, they get a dry qualifying, don't they, lucky sods?
A rain makes it better.
It made it interesting, that's for sure.
Yeah, I get pace.
Down. Right. So we're going, and we're live. Okay, I've got the chat next to me now so I can see what's going on. So here we go, Lennon gearing up for the first qualifying lap of the day. Where will he end up come the end of the session? So, of course, actually, to be fair, it's only showing 15 drivers. So, to be fair, we're all doing a Q1, yet there's only 15 drivers. We're missing a couple. Of course, we've got a debutant here today in Hightower Bean, debuting for the first time in RRF1.
Great show for Hightower. Tom's
retired from session. Has he already crashed out? Can't see any yellow flags anywhere.
Nah. I think he might just retire because it's 15. Save his tyres.
Yeah, to be fair, he'll probably still get round. Yeah, he should. I don't know actually. Be interesting to see whether he actually gets into Q2. But yeah, everyone's doing a lap. Yeah. Well, apparently, Tomster, it says you retired from session, so I have no idea. So here we go. Lennon comes round the Parabolica. And the first lap of the day is a 1:21.3. Got Dean Alex as well at the Parabolica. What can he do? 7 viewers already, thank you. If you like what you see, do hit that follow button. And the lap time for Dean is going to be a 20.6, 7 tenths quicker. That's a good pace, that from the new guy. Oh, he's in final corner as well, so we've got HRE coming round. Is he about to start a lap? I think so. He's Kurz. I'm not in 2013. Urs have gone down. Must have been invalidated because Hightower, interestingly enough, is out on mediums. Okay, Forrester's pitted for some strange reason. Maybe he's realised that he doesn't need to do a lap. If that's the case, it's a shame, because I want to see action left, right and centre. What are your thoughts on this track, Jock?
Oh, it's fast and scary. Especially when you're coming really scary. like beats here. If you make one wrong
Ralph
move, you
goes
go
4
in.
for 1, 21.2. Sorry, go on.
If you go in too quick and you just clip the corners that much, it's going to put your car coming straight off of that big straight, and you're in the wall. I think this is scarier than sometimes than Monza, because this one you can't control the car. Monza, you've got to control the car.
I'll agree. Yeah, I'll agree with that. Because last night I had a few moments going through Ascari. Scotty's retired from the session in the final sector. Did he retire on track? Or was that a crash? Can you check race incident race director and see what it was?
For Scotty,
Yeah. If it says terminal damage, he's out of qualifying.
nothing.
No, I think everyone's retiring because they're realising that they're all through to the next round. Yep, that makes sense. Like I said, there's only 15 drivers here. I thought we had 17, so don't know what's going on there. Yep.
Codemasters, mate. Codemasters.
Hightower does a 124.2 on mediums, which is interesting enough. So if everyone just gets back to the pits, retire, you all get through to Q2 and have some fun around there. Evening Shrews, how you doing, buddy? You had an entertaining race last night? Just waiting for people to retire now. I need Ben to retire, Lennon to retire, Kajas, HRE, Hightower, Forrester, who's on an outlap apparently, Dragoon, and Poz.
Okay, I've got a question for you. What time do you think pole will be?
Well, considering what I've seen, it's going to be a high 19, I reckon. Someone's going to break into the 119s.
It's going to be good. I can't even get anywhere near the 19s, especially in time trial. I've been trying other people's setups. I've tried your setup, I've tried Poz's setup. I can't get anywhere near the 19s.
Yeah.
These guys.
Hightower does a 22.9 on medium tyres. That's a really competitive lap time there. Is he racing with... No, he's racing with 69. Okay, for a minute I thought he was racing with 89. I was going to be very unimpressed with that. Right, so... Benjamin's Prime comes into the pits. No need to push it too much, Kajas. Just come into the pits and retire. Oh, bloody hell, hello. Catherine, Adam is bad. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, Catherine. Shrews, yep, it was L4 positive. Having the signal retire evening, peeps.
It's Friday night. Where's the best place to sit and watch an F1 race with a beer? Right here in RRF1.
Aye. Yep, where the racing's fast, the racing's furious, and to be honest, it's the best. It's the best out there. It's highly competitive with live octane action all over the place. And Pulse retires from session as well. So come on, guys, just retire. Do us all a favour. Hightower, pit. God's sake, man.
They're doing Forrester, Hightower, it's Benjamin Prime, retire.
Looks like Hightower's on his way into the pits. Yes, he is. Waiting on... I think the only guy out on track is Forrester, who almost loses it going through Ascari. That was a bit of a wobble. Right, Forrester comes... Nope, he's doing a lap. Forrester does a 120.9, so he moves to within a tenth of PTR. At the minute, Force Indias are looking really good, but of course we've not had the Red Bulls do their times, we've not had Poz do a time, we've not had Dragoon do a time. So Q2 is going to be very interesting. As
and very fast.
Retires from session. It is going to be an absolute speed fest. But that's what you come to expect from the Temple of Speed.
You'll be there next season?
What, in F2? I hope so. But I'm not taking anything for granted. I'm taking each race as it comes.
Oh, next race I'm going to crash out at you just to make sure. Get on.
Hey, it's Singapore. It's Singapore next, and we all know what a crash fest that is.
Yeah. It's one thing I like about F3. We're all learning. We're all trying to improve. And we're all just wanting to get away from online madness.
Yeah, well,
that's why we joined the league race.
Yeah, that's it. Because hopper lobbies, they're just crap. But if you've noticed, since the beginning, when we got this up and running, you know, I mean, we've had a few races where it's been a bit like, oh god, we've not exactly put on a good show here. But yeah, basically, putting it bluntly. But last two races, they've been absolutely amazing, and I think it's because we're all getting used to each other now.
And it was only myself.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm getting sick and tired of being jumped by 3 cars at the start of every Grand Prix.
I've been working on my starts, just to trying to get better at them.
Nah, it's the traction control that lets me down.
What are you using?
For me, I have to use no, full. I can't use medium. I'm crap.
See, I practiced on no assists just to get used to a couple of tracks. See, once I went medium and anti-lock brakes, I get pace. It might be something to just practice on time trial.
Out on track. Oh, Dragoon, why are you out on track?
You want some TV time?
What's my trial time for Singapore? Shrews, I've not done a time for Singapore yet, and I won't do till about Wednesday.
I'm not.
Whatever time I've got on the leaderboard is what I did when the game first came out, so it needs updating. Like I say, guys, we're here in Monza in northern Italy, about 20 miles away from Milan, I believe.
Milan.
And let's not forget, back in the olden days, this track used to be a oval circuit with a nice banker. In fact, Dragoon is just about to go under it. In a second, you'll see the bridge there. That is part of the original racetrack.
The old bank where it used to be a 45-degree turn.
Aye.
Vertical. It was amazing back then. Well, I've watched the videos, I don't remember it. But I saw some of the videos where you look at how could they race.
To be fair, PTR's just brought up a really good point. Look at from 2nd to 8th, they're covered by about 6/10.
Ooh.
As I said, this is going to be competitive. So we've got 5 minutes left of Q1. The RS in Dragoon's gamer tag gives him an extra 31 brake horsepower. Oh, you guys are ridiculous.
And even people have been asking me to join this league, but I had to actually say, we're full. You know what I mean? That's how big it's grown. It's amazing. Yeah. And this is the sort of league I was looking for. A beginners, F3 sorry, a beginners to help me get better. And see, once I started, I've improved so much, and so has other people.
Well, like I say, I've got. You've know, it's clear to everyone that everyone in F3 is improving all the time, especially guys that haven't done league racing before. You know, each race you guys get better and better. You're working on your racecraft all the time, and you can see the confidence building. I mean, you guys are just getting quicker and quicker. Like I said, after last night's race, I was literally shaking. I mean, to be fair, I was gutted that you McLarens weren't there. Dragoon goes second with a 1:20.4. That sort of breaks up the order a bit.
Good lap.
Hey, Bishop, welcome to the stream, buddy. How are you?
Hey, Bish.
Have you watched the stream back yet?
I watched a bit. I watched Q1, but then I had to go to my bed last night. got early for work tomorrow.
Oh, that triple overtake by Beer. Well, going down the middle of Shrews and Milky Bar Kid was amazing.
I will need to watch that because I heard them talk about it. It was like that thread in the eye needle. And it must have been a good
Right, so there we go. That is Q1 over with. Of course, no one has really got like knocked out because we've only lost a few guys. But there we go. Q1 is over. I don't want to leave session. Why do I not have an opportunity to advance? Next session begins in 5 seconds. Okay, that'll be why. So, don't want to leave. That would have been horrible. It's raining! Q2's raining!
Yes! Carnage!
Oh, this absolutely spices it up to no end. Guys, welcome to what we had to suffer with. In your face.
Do you know what the race is like?
Do you know what? What are you on about?
Do you know if it race is wet or dry?
I won't know. I've got no way of looking.
Oh, I wish I could text someday. Everybody's coming out. There must be heavy rain coming.
I wonder if heavy rain's coming out. Right, let's get me. Oh, hang on. There's people still who've put dry tyres on, so people are going to try and get a lap in.
Oh.
Whilst the track. This is going to be interesting. There's going to be a few spills in here. Dean Alex is already on Inters, as is Benjamin's Prime. They've selected the Inters, so everyone else, though, is out on track. That's a lot of cars for the beginning of Q2. We've got Kajas, who's on the soft tyres. We've got Scotty, who's on the super softs. Tomster, who's on the super soft. Dean Alex still in the pits. Lennon, who's lawnmower in the grass. HRE still in the pits on the super softs. Forrester, who's gone off at the second Lesbo. PTR, Livid Opossum, Hightower gingerly taking it around the first corner. Dragoon, Pause, Ralph, Benjamin's Prime, Jim. Right, I think it's Dragoon who's going to be first one round, so I'm going to stay on board with him. Could be wrong, but there we go. Alright guys, so this is your chance to get that one clean lap in on dry tyres before the track gets wetter. It's getting wetter and wetter all the time, so it is now a lottery. If you nail it, you're looking good for Q3. If you don't, you could be involved in a first corner pile-up at the beginning of the race.
I'm on board with Scotty EU, just coming over the start-finish line to his hot lap. He's on his super softs. Oh, is this a gamble?
Everyone's on dry tyres now, apart from Benjamin's Prime, who's still in the pits. Ben, come on, son, or are you going to be out? There he goes, put softs on. He needs to get out. Have they still got DRS then? Let's have a look with Dragoon. He comes around, yep, the DRS marker's going up. Who was it?
That is Beakish. He just shot over the first chicane.
Oh, Kajas, yeah, he's probably just broke himself. Jump back on board. Oh my god, there's about 4 cars coming down towards Ascari. Dragoon, there's a Williams behind, so I think that'll be Livid Opossum, so I'll try and jump on board with him straight away.
Oh, yeah,
Dragoon getting very out of shape coming out of Parabolica. This lap time is going to be crucial. Come on. It's a 123.4. Livid Opossum does a 23.7. Oh, the Red Bull's being held up by by a Force India. Don't know who it is. Thompson does a 24.3. PTR does a 26.2 on the softs. That's Dean Alex there going sideways through the final corner. He comes across the line, and what does he do? Unfortunately, his lap time was invalidated, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, HRE's off. You need to be very careful coming back on track, pal. Hightower taking it very gingerly going through Parabolica. Does he get a lap time in? He does. He goes 8th of a 1:26.0. The soft tyres do not like these conditions. You can tell. Look at that. We've got super soft, super soft, super soft. None of the soft tyre runners have parted with any of the super soft, so it basically goes as you on. And at the minute, Dragoon
just watching the new guy Dean.
With a quite good lap time. Yeah, I'm on board with Dean now, but he's got a lot of cars in front of him. He's got a Ferrari and a... I'm not quite sure what the other car is. I think it's a Sauber. No, it's a McLaren. So I think it's HRE and Lennon trying to get their lap times in. So, of course, these guys are on qualifying laps, so they're not going to get out of the way apart from the Red Bull. No, in fact, they're all slipstreaming each other. Oh, PTR's retired from session. That's a Sector 3 crash, I think.
Oh.
Oh my god, oh my god, it's carnage. Wow. Alright, back off, guys. Back off. You don't need to race each other down into turn 1. Just back off. Come on.
It's only qualifying lads, you've had your hot lap.
But PTR is out of qualifying despite being classified as 10th at the minute. That is such a shame for him. We'll jump on board with HRE, who I believe is on the lap, who was having a nice little sort of ding-dong there with... what's he called? Alex, Dean guy.
Dean.
I have no idea, Pos. It just... I've no idea. He was just parked up with one wheel off at Parabolica. I didn't get to see it, unfortunately, but there we go. I think these guys are still trying to get a lap in because they look like they're still racing each other. HRE needs a lap. He wants to be inside the top 10, but the track conditions are getting worse all the time. It did, didn't it, Swizz? It did look to be like F3. It's like an F2 disaster class. No shots being fired at all there, guys.
Dean's coming in.
And HRE, he does a 28.2. I don't think he's done enough, and the track conditions are probably gone. Although there is a McLaren coming out the pit, so that's interesting.
Lennon. One just went in.
Oh my god, Pos is out. Pos, if you put the risk putting a set of supers on, you might be able to. But yeah, at the minute, going out of Q2 is Pos, Benjamin's Prime, Kajas, who's actually coming around the corner. Nope, he's pitting, never mind. Kajas, HRE, who I think's on a cooldown lap because he's not looking like he's pushing too much. And Lennon, who is on the lap. And Pos Glad has retired from session because he believes he is out. So he can have a nice long signal.
I would say Hightower needs to go out again because I don't think he's safe.
I don't think he does, because I don't think the track conditions are going to get any better. I'll be very surprised if drivers improve. Of course, Lennon has yet to set a lap in, but I don't think it's going to be anywhere near the 24s or the... If you can get 25 or a very low 26, he can get in. He can make it, but it's going to be difficult. But he is on the super soft, so there is grip available to him. Not much, because of course it's raining and dry tyres don't like the rain, but it's there. And of course that's your car from last night he's driving, so you better look after it.
You better look after it. HRE came in.
HRE did like 3 laps, so yeah, unfortunately it didn't work out for him. Thompson retires, he is safely through.
Yeah.
Forrester, however, I think is going to do an installation lap or a bit of a test session by putting on the inters. He's got them selected. Ralph has retired from session, he knows he's through. Oh, Lennon there, very sideways coming out of the first Lesbo. To be fair, it's not looked a bad lap. Just depends on the grip that's a bit. The rain does look like it's getting harder.
Maybe one of them ones that never go away.
Lennon, I hope that didn't get invalidated. If you crashed your car, Pete, no, I don't think you do. Here we go, Lennon goes across the line. What's the lap time? It's a 27.6. That's how bad the conditions have become. I mean, he could try and do another lap and try and improve, but I don't think he'll be able to do anything.
No.
I think our top 10 is decided, and Forrester has indeed come out on the inters, so he's getting an eye in for conditions for Q3. Watch it now be bright and sunny for Q3 now. Sod that, Swizz. I did 17 laps on the softs last night. Don't need the mediums. I think what would be interesting now is if Forrester actually did a better lap on the inters than the guys who did on the dries. Oh, he's gone a little bit deep into turn 1. How's Lennon doing? Oh no, Lennon, he's gone. He's binned it. He's dead.
I just switched to Forrester too. I missed it.
I didn't. I caught it on stream. He was in the middle of his accident and he decided to give the wall a nice big kiss.
Oh, unlucky, mate.
Back end steps out there for Forrester. What sort of lap time are we looking at? I'll be keeping an eye at it on the top right corner.
Forrester's good. I watched his 1v1. He's rapid.
Cheers, Dan. I was praying to God that they'd last. Lucky for Lennon, trying to push in difficult conditions. The softs just weren't the tyres to go on, and unfortunately, a lot of the guys have paid the price. Benjamin's Prime, Pos, they're all going to be in the thick of it come turn 1. There is going to be some thrills and a few spills, that's for sure. And Forrester's just on a 29.3, which is about 4 seconds slower than what he did originally. So, yep, track's definitely wet. Not wet enough that DRS has been disabled, though. Interestingly enough.
That's a changeover point, isn't it?
Pause. No. Stop playing it safe and do it aggressive. Go soft to super soft. Come on. Got Livid Opossum left with 2 minutes 20 of remaining of the session. Guys, while we're gearing up for Q3, do take your toilet breaks and have a, I don't know, it's Friday night, go pour yourself a pint, get ready, have a cig, you know, make yourself relaxed and enjoy the awesomeness of RRF1.
Sit back, relax and enjoy the show.
Oh, Q3 is going to be interesting, especially in these conditions.
Oh.
To be fair, I don't think Forrester's doing anything wrong, Scotty. He's getting his eye in. To be fair, it's probably something I'd do. Just get the feel for the conditions. Comes into the pits. And he probably will retire now. We're just waiting on Livid Opossum to retire from session as well. Yep. So a message Opossum and tell him to retire just to speed things along a little bit.
Yeah.
DRS disabled. Now DRS is disabled. It's too wet now, and you can tell visibly, compared to how it was at the beginning of the session to now, the rain is coming down so much harder, and it changes the track completely. You're literally hanging on for dear life. I know I am in the rain. It was... Every corner was a heart in mouth, just waiting to see if you'd swap ends and just end up smashing into the barrier. See, I don't know why you guys pick the medium tyres. I don't think there's any pace in them, judging from what the McLaren struggled with last night.
Especially me. Not in here. I would have went with Dan's tactics. Soft to super soft. So you're quick on the end of the race. Soft to medium just didn't work for me.
He's retired. The session's over. Never mind. Either way, so out of the session goes... Well, PTR's a definite. He crashed. He's dead.
But we hope he'll be back next
Benjamin's
week.
Prime, Kajas, Lennon, and HRE. Those are the guys who failed to make Q3. Into Q3 go Dragoon, Livid Opossum, Tomster, Ralph, Scotty, Jimmo, Dean, Forrester, Hightower, and, well, I was going to say PTR, but I've already said him, and he's, as I said, rest in peace. So go on, who's your shout for pole?
Oh, pole? I'm going to go for Tomster or Forrester. Sorry, I'm in the wrong race. Forrester, yeah.
Yeah, to be fair, I'm going for either one of the Red Bulls or Forrester. I mean, Forrester's got an eye in now, so he knows what the conditions are like. But the Red Bulls just genuinely seem to be quick. So...
But for the race, I'm shouting for the Olivia Opossum. I want him to do well. He's my underdog. He's who I'm shouting for.
Okay, so there we go. That's the underdog of the race. Sponsored by Big Hairy Jock. He has gone for Livid Opossum.
He's my guy, and it Williams. Is it Williams guy?
My underdog is going to be Dragoon. He started off the season quite strongly. Recent races, it hasn't really worked out for him. So, you know, if there's a track where he can bounce back, it's this. But I'm going to go between Forrester and the two Bulls for pole. Tomster is the first one out. So we'll stay on board with him, and as he makes his way around, I am going to go for a piddle. So, enjoy. Actually, before I go, Jock, take over and commentate for a bit.
No probs. I'm watching with Forrester right here. Forrester's coming round Lesbos on the inters. He's looking pretty good. A nice corner. Oh, Forrester is still on his outlap, but he's the first one round. Oh, back end. Oh, who's that behind him? Forrester's coming up to Ascari. Nicely took. Yes, that's nice. Dean coming through the first couple of corners. I'm going back to Forrester. He's coming on to home straight to start his hot lap. Forrester should be going for pole in one lap because I think conditions are only going to get worse.
And I'm back.
And it's he went wide on the first corner. Forrester.
So
We've
you're
just on board with
I'm on
Forrester
board
there.
with Tomster. He's going through the second chicane. I think, is it called the Retifilio? I'm not sure. pretty certain that corner's called the Retifilio. It's going through Lesmo 1 and up to Lesmo 2.
Oh, I hope that's not invalidated, Forrester. I'll slip on to somebody else.
Stay on board with him. You can get away with a bit more in the rain, I've noticed. On strict.
Hightower's just behind him coming in Lesbos.
Oh, yellow flag sector 3. Dean's gone.
On the Forrester here, coming through Ascari. Nice. Nicely took by Forrester.
Yellow flag shot as he comes round.
Oh, Hightower. Oh, a wee bit wide.
Oh, there he goes. He has binned it. He's lost it completely. Same place as his teammate. And Tomster does a 29-0.
Forrester's just coming
Forrester
in.
now. DRS enabled.
Everybody's coming in for pit and slicks.
Yeah, I don't blame them. Right, so we've got Ralph coming from 29.6. Jimmo, 30.7. Hightower, 30.8. Scotty now. Is he coming into the pits? Yes, he is. He's abandoned the lap. Dragoon. Only one on a qualifying lap right now that hasn't set a lap time yet. Interesting. Conditions are improving. In fact, you could, I think you can tell it's stopped raining.
My man, Livia Possum just stayed in the pit waiting for the rain to dry. Tactics.
Hightower's retired from session. Oh no, he's gone. He's dead. Hightower's. Oh dear, Hightower out of qualifying, and he is probably going to start in 9th.
Oh come on, mate.
Okay, so Forrester already has the super soft. Now we've got ever-changing conditions. The track is going to get drier and drier all the time, so we're probably going to have a situation where last man across the line may have pole, because of course the track, as I said just like 30 seconds ago, the track is getting drier.
I think everybody's just trying to race back to the pits to get dries on. I'm on board with Reynolds.
Scotty's out on track now on dries. He'll be the first one to experience these tricky conditions. God, that red bull's beautiful. Right, so there's still a bit of a spray. Oh, Scotty there got him pushing a fair bit there. He almost lost it coming out of the second chicane. I think he's the only one out on track at the minute. You'd imagine he'd do a couple of laps, just because of course the track's getting drier all the time. And we've got the chat talking about F3 last night, and I don't blame you. It was an amazing race.
I just saw why Beretta. I don't think I did try to kill you, mate. Maybe I did. If I did, I apologise, but it happens. Sorry, mate. Well, I thought it was a good race last night, mate.
It was a great race. Not gonna lie, Tomster's coming out, Dragoon's coming out.
Nicely took by Scotty.
Just keep it calm, guys. Keep it calm, okay? And that's talking to the admins. Keep it calm.
Tomster's just about to come on to the last corner.
I don't. It's Scotty who is on the first flying lap, and then I believe it'll be either Tomster or Dragoon.
Tomster
Who's further around the track, Tomster or Dragoon?
Tomster just pulled it. It was going on to a hot lap, but it's Scotty, I think.
Yeah, Scotty's going to be the first one round. I'm on board with him. Who's the next one? In fact, Tomster's pitted, so it's going to be Dragoon. I wonder why he did that. That makes no sense. Came in out lap and then pitted. So here we go. No, he's pitted as well. Scotty's pitted as well. That's an interesting decision there from the Red Bulls. I'm intrigued to know their tactics here. Whether they've just wanted to get the tyres scrubbed for the race so that way they have the grip immediately. I mean, to be fair, that probably makes the most likely scenario.
What is this on here? And does for?
Maybe I hope he doesn't come out. Livid, you need to change your tyres, buddy. It's definitely not Inters anymore, so if he comes out on them, he's going to struggle.
He'll die.
So last 3 minutes of Q3, you'd expect to see the times tumble. Does Dragoon do a lap? Yes, he's going to. He goes across the line.
Oh,
and it's invalidated. So he's going to have to go again. Wonder where he did it, whether it was a chicane, a scary. So easy to do.
A few people ran out of fuel doing a couple of laps last night. I was almost one of them.
What, in quali or the race?
Quali.
Well, I had plenty of fuel throughout quali and the race.
I put my fuel down in my car just so I can.
Oh, there we go. Times are tumbling. Ralph's gone with a 22.1. Jimo's done a 24.4. Not quite sure why the lap time is so off there. Probably made a mistake somewhere. But Ralph at the minute on provisional pole. Will Dragoon be able to beat that? I don't think if Livid Opossum's going to do a lap, he needs to go out now and not on Inters. So there goes Dragoon, rounds the final corner.
Yeah, that Hightower was on Inters. He's fourth and out. Everybody's
Hightower's crashed. Dragoon's invalidated again.
Oh, come on, mate.
We've got the Red Bulls out, I think. Yep, Red Bull out line astern. Doing the old Ken Tyrrell thing where they send both their cars out, although if one crashes it does tend to affect
the other. Sector 1.
No, that was Tomster letting Scotty go. So
Jimmo is coming round the final.
Jimmo going across the line. He goes fastest 21.7 and Ralph goes even quicker with a 1:21.6, picking up the slipstream of the Mercedes. This qualifying session is not over yet. Do they have time to do another lap? Who the hell's Khan Force? Get out! This ain't your place, fool!
Forrester coming in the final corner.
I'm on board, thank you for that. So Forrester going across the line. Is it fastest? No, it's invalid. I don't think it was invalidated. I think he was just gearing. I don't think it was invalidated. I think he was gearing up for a quick lap. Dragoon, however, goes across the line, goes fastest of 1:21.2. He's finally done a lap. He has time to do one more lap, but yeah, they're gearing up for their quick laps now, and he's got a toe. He's got a toe off his teammate. Red Bull's playing this really well. No one got kicked. It was some guy called Khan Force who races with Ralph, apparently, according to Swizz. So could someone please kindly tell him to shunt off? Dragoon. Jimmo goes second, 1:21.2. Ralph didn't have the pace to do it again. Jock, could you message Ralph and tell him if you could tell that Khan guy to leave.
2 seconds.
Pause, Shere Khan. Yeah, Shrews. PTR crashed out in Q2 and he finished 10th. Forrester, 20.1. Lovely lap time there. When we've got the Red Bulls now coming up, it's going to be Scotty first. So here he goes. Scotty goes across the line. What will his lap time be? It is second. What about Tomster? No, Tomster failed to... It did a 21.8. Dragoon is out of fuel. So there we go. That is your top 9. Did you message Ralph?
Yeah, I'm doing it right now.
Because I've not seen him leave yet. So qualifying is over. Great fun qualifying session that was. Are they still going round? Surely not. Like they're still. Don't smack. Oh no, they've yep. Oh god. Scotty's EU just sort of rammed Forrester's. Oh my god, what is it? Scotty's just murdering everyone. You gotta set fire to all the gravel outside your house. Oh, okay, guys. So this is your top 9 for Q3. Forrester on pole. Scotty. Dragoon 3rd, Jimmo 4th, Ralph 5th, Tomster 6th, Hightower 7th, Dean 8th, and Livid Opossum in 9th, not setting a time for whatever reason.
The message been sent delivered.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell him as well.
If Ren will get back to me, Ralph get back to me.
What's he said?
He's done it, mate.
Alright. Gonna make sure. To be fair, I love gravel traps, and it is a nice, bright, sunny day here in Monza for race day. Forget about the tribbles and trials of the wet weather in qualifying. It's race day. It's dry. This is where it matters, and.
This is Monza.
What are the odds on someone being absolutely murdered into turn 1?
I will not put money on it. There's too much odds. Well, this league is good, so every driver's.
Oh, Khan's readied up. He's not left. Why is he readied up? He's not even part of this.
Can you do a restart? What the fuck?
This is why. Oh, now he's left the session as well.
Great.
To be fair, don't see the timer ticking down.
Me neither. Okay, so pause is readied up.
He's had no choice.
Yeah.
Tell you what, Ralph's probably going to get a bollock in here. How many of you guys have actually come back? Look at that. Barely anyone's going. There we go. Everyone's got going. The only person who failed to get going was Livid Opossum. Oh my god.
Just go to jump off, but we're back before we start, okay?
Yeah, that's fine. You've got about a minute. Do apologise about that, guys. Unfortunately, some tit decided to grace us with his presence and ruin everyone's toilet break. No, it's not. It's not Ralph's fault. Ralph told him to leave. Lennon, I wouldn't worry, mate. Like I say, I wouldn't worry. Your car was. Oh, that's. Why did Forrester veer off into a wall? You're normally filled up with 3 laps worth of fuel, so that should be fine to manage. And I can't tell what tyres you're on. You're on. Apparently, it's showing you on super softs. So go 10, 12 laps on your super softs and jump onto the mediums, mate. Just play it nice and safe with a nice one stop. Pee into a bottle.
Right, guys, on F3, who's your money on for the race?
Aye, that's the point. Yeah,
see,
F3 guys, put your thoughts in the chat. Who do you think's going to win this Grand Prix? My money. I'm still going to think the Red Bulls are going to come out on top. I really do. I don't want it to be that. I don't want it to be that simple. But there are times where I just don't see them being beaten at the minute. They just seem to be there all the time. I know, mate. I know, Lennon. But like I say, mate, do 12 laps on. Do 10 to 12 laps on your super softs and then jump onto the mediums.
Good call.
Okay, so there we go. We've got Forrester on the softs. I'm on board with Paul. Do you want to go down to the middle of the pack and follow him?
I want to pause him.
Any incidents, record it. And away we go, boys and girls. We're away. And that's a blue smoke there, actually. One of the Red Bulls have had a horrible start, so we're going to switch over to them. Dragoon goes down towards the outside. Does he get that position? Oh, my God. That's the lock up there from Scotty. And Forrester. Oh, dear me. That's a bit of a... They've got penalties and whatnot. I don't think Dragoon did, and Dragoon has taken over the lead. Oh, Forrester defends really nicely, runs wide again. Jump on board with Dragoon now as he tries to defend off the Red Bull of Tomster. Can he do it? Tomster wants to really get past. Like I say, the race has already been hampered with their penalties, but that was a really late braking manoeuvre going into the first corner there, and so far it looks like everyone's got through okay. I can't. Does anyone have damage?
Lennon's getting swamped in Ascari now. Oh, he spun!
Oh,
no,
Lennon!
No, it's not with Lennon. It's
okay. Oh, Lennon, be careful! You got a possum right up your backside. It's carnage back there. He's got possum on Benjamin's Prime there as well. Oh, it's all higgledy-piggledy at the minute as the Mercedes of Jimmo goes up the inside. HRE gets a 5-second stop go for corner cutting. Not quite sure what that's for. Need to look into that. Hopefully he's clipped that, but that looked ridiculous. Got the Benjamin's Prime looking to make a move on Pos. On board with him now. He defends it nicely. Covers off the exit with yellow flag, sector 1. What's it for? Lennon. Kajas is in the pit as well, and the other McLaren. The McLarens have not had a good start here, and unfortunately I think Lennon had a spin and he's fallen back. Right, so let's have a look now. Who is closer to jump on board with Livid Opossum? Oh, that's a dodgy camera angle there. Not quite sure. Possum getting very wide going out there. Tomster, yeah, I'm on it. Tomster down the inside, going to a sky. He forces him off. Oh my God!
11, 3 seconds penalty, come on.
Dean literally sidled up the inside of Dragoon as he was trying to get back up to speed. I can't see any damage on that Force India. I think he got away with it, but that was so close to being so much more than what it should have been. Pos now right on the back of Opossum. Forrester, fastest lap of the race, 24.7.
We've got a 3-car train starting behind Hightower, Jimbo, Livy Opossum, and Pos. Oh,
here we go. I think we got three wide. I'm on it. Pos is in the middle, and to be honest, that is a wonderful move from Benjamin's Prime. He nails the both of them going down the inside. Pos had to back out because there was just absolutely nothing he could do. But Pos is trying to get back now with the run into the second chicane. He tries for the outside line. Doesn't quite work. I don't think he's close enough to make it. The answer is no. Alright, let's keep an eye on the gaps. What a start to this Grand Prix. Action absolutely everywhere.
The 2 Red Bulls are going head to head with 2 4
you can see that I'm on board with Dragoon, who's right behind him. Jump on board with Dean Alex, actually, who's trying to make a move on one of the Red Bulls. He goes to fence. Are they fighting each other? I can't quite tell. There's slight contact. Well, they survived. This is This is what I mean by high octane racing. This is amazing. Oh, we've got 3 wide going towards Parabolica. Oh, that's going to be wing damage surely for the Force India. That was a quite hefty knock. Forrester's just running away while these guys are just doing their own thing.
He's gone.
Here we go. Oh, we've got 3 wide again. Oh my god, this is hectic like hell. Oh, look at the Force India sweeps around the outside of both the Red Bulls. I would need to sort of back down there. Oh, that's a Williams getting sideways of Possum. Oh, this is amazing. I don't know where to go. Peter, oh no, PTL's gone off. I jumped on board of him at the wrong moment. That looked like a huge crash. PTR out of the race at the Kerber Grande. Not quite sure what happened, but unfortunately, no safety car or anything has been called out. So jump on board with this manic action. Hightower tucked up behind Ralph and Scotty. Keep an eye on Possum. Oh, that was a hefty shot for PTR. I hope he's okay. He's probably going to be pissed. Oh, that's the Red Bull. He's oh my god. Oh my god, it's carnage. It's absolute carnage. Collected was Jimmo, Ralph, and I believe Hightower's retired from session. I think he's just had enough of that. He should have done that, pal. Unless is he actually out, or is he retired from the actual session? I can't quite tell. I think he's actually got damage. Oh, the other Ferrari's not having the bet of it. Jump on board with Benjamin's Primary once again. Look at that pot after what a chaotic 5th lap. We've already had retirements and already Prime defending from Pos.
Dragoon's right behind him.
Yep, Dragoon is 6 tenths behind Dean's, 4 tenths behind the Red Bull. There's the savage remains of PTR in the background there.
Oh, Benjamin Prime Pos.
Yeah.
Opossum.
This, I don't know where to go. I'm just constantly flicking back and through because I just have nowhere to go. Oh, there's action everywhere. What an amazing start to this Grand Prix. The only one who's missing out is Forrester. I'm sure he won't mind. Oh, that's Gary Braddon. Gary Braddon's gone.
He was at the end of the train.
He was. He lost it coming out of the second chicane and just sped off into the wall. It was sort of sad, really. Things do seem to be calming down a bit now. The gaps are starting to form. However, Livid Opossum still right up the backside of Posglad.
Come on, LMA. I'm not biased.
Yep, Gary Braddon's left the session. He is out and dead. Look at that, despite that off that Lennon had, he's all on his own and he's up into 9th. Lennon at the minute is on course to score 2 points. Scotty right behind Dragoon. May have just missed the move, but Scotty's fallen down the order a little bit. Why is he not showing me their tyres? I want to see what tyres they're on. There we go. Oh, hello. Dean's just passed Tomster. Damn it, I missed that. HRE right on the back of Kajas. Kajas, I think, has got damage. Let him... Nope, he just let him through. Looking to slipstream him going into the first corner. Can you see him gaining ever so slightly, but he's not close enough. He'll look to do the fake move. Nothing given. Place had. Jump on board now with Posglad. There's yellow flags in sector 3. That's... Oh, is it Dragoon? Dragoon's gone off. Oh, dearie me. It gets worse for Toro Rosso and Dragoon. Off he goes. Not quite sure whether he lost it. Unfortunately, I was looking at other battles going on around the track. Once again, Livid Apostle looks like he's looking to shape up for a move as Pos gets out of shape coming out of Parabolica. Oh, that's the last thing you want to do. Oh no, Jackie, this is they're clearly not up to F3 standards, are they? Although they're providing brilliant action. I don't care if this is a bit of a disaster class. Guys, you're putting on a heck of a show for this first 7 laps. Amazing job. But obviously with Dragoon down the order now, this means that the Red Bulls can sort of concentrate on what they've got to do. And Tomster is starting to close back up on Dean Alex. It'll be interesting to see whether Scotty... It'll be interesting to see whether Scotty can close it up on them. I'm still on the battle with Pos at the minute. It's Benjamin's Prime, Pos, and Livid Apostle. These guys have been battling for the last, what, five or so laps. Pos on the soft tyres. His tyres should start to come into their own now as the super softs start just ever so slowly fading away.
Stop. They saved it.
What's up? Oh.
It just went wide on coming out of Scary. On a gravel, but he pulled it back well. I would have been in the wall.
Jimmo 7 tenths behind HRE, who's he must have pitted. Yep, fresh super softs. He's looking to try and gain back some time. Dragoon only 3.9 behind Lennon. Dragoon coming into the pits. Is he... Don't retire from session, please. Oh, he's got a 5-second stop go for speeding in the pit lane. I'll be very surprised if he doesn't... Come on, Dragoon. See it through, mate. See it through. Come on. Still a chance for some points. As... on board with Benjamin's Prime. He's still got Pos just about hanging on to his coattails. Whew, what an exciting 8 laps that was. I say Tomster lost about 1.5 seconds with that save going through Ascari. The gap's now 2.4 seconds. Dean's closing up on Forrester. I don't know whether Forrester's fuel saving or what, but despite the difference in tyres, Dean's closing up on Forrester, which I'm finding quite interesting at the minute. Dragoon, 3-second time penalty. Oh, he's lost the plot. Dragoon's lost the plot. His head's not there at the minute. You just need to keep it under check, pal. Come on. You can do it, son.
And Dean's a new member at F2. He
is, yes. Thank you for bringing that
Great
up.
First show.
It is an excellent debut showing at the minute for Dean. He's definitely making a name for himself. He pulled off a wonderful move by swooping around the outside of both the Red Bulls going into the first corner, and he's got himself up into second place for doing that. And he does seem at the minute to be able to hold off the Red Bulls, and this is what I want to see. I want to see action all over the field. I want to see the might of the Red Bulls threatened by these guys. You know, Forrester has it in him.
Pos and Livy Apostle are getting close.
I'm still on board with these guys. They've been stuck together like glue.
That's excellent. Great racing by 3 of them.
Welcome to the stream, Scattergold. He's rooting for Dean. He says do it for the Spectrum League. Like I say, if you do like what you see, do drop us a follow so you can see more F1 content on the channel, as well as League Racing. Benjamin's Prime, 3-second time penalty. Tomster's gone! Tomster's out of the race!
Oh,
he's crashed out of Ascari, and the Red Bull has been laid to rest. He's lost it once already, and this time he couldn't save it. And Well, that's another place for Lennon. He'll be absolutely buzzing. Despite,
One of your favourites
his
gone.
horrible... Yep, R.I.P.
Levy's
Tom
coming in for a
Catherine.
pit.
That's very early. That's a little bit early for my liking. I mean, he can still pop on the mediums, get him to the end, no problem. But like I say, 10 to 12 laps on the super softs is probably what. Although to be fair, I think I did 13 laps on my super softs last night. I can't remember, but anyway, you can drag them out, and that's what I'm trying to say. And I don't get why he's pitted unless it's purely for the undercut. But it takes 4 laps for the mediums to heat up. And what has he gone on? No, he's gone on the softs.
Softs.
Yeah, he's gone on the softs, so...
That's a gamble.
I mean, to be fair, I did 17 laps on the softs last night. So it's doable. It just depends on how kind you are to your tyres. To be fair, this track doesn't exactly eat your tyres, so it's doable. It is doable as strategies start to unfold themselves. The super softs are starting to degrade now. You can see Dean has fallen back by about 6 tenths from Forrester. But once again, we've still got Poz, who's still hanging on to the back of Benjamin's Prime. Needs to just keep pushing. Hightower's left the session, of course. He crashed out earlier on in the race. Fortunately, around a track that's as narrow as this at high speed with... Dean, 3-second time penalty. That could be crucial later on. Scotty's pitted, by the way.
What did they do with Scotty? They just stopped.
He's pitted for the mediums. No, that's fine. He's fine. It's just a pit glitch.
Ah.
But yeah, Poz is still trying to do something about Benjamin's Prime. But Scotty doing the one stop. He's put the mediums on. That will see him through to the end of the race.
Behind him into turn line.
Oh, I want to see that. Livid will be on much fresher tyres. I tell you what, I don't know how Livid's done that, because Livid was behind the Poz and Benjamin's Prime battle. Dragoon has just made the move on Lennon. That's because Lennon's just pitted. So never mind, scratch that out. Jump back on board now. Oh no, Livid Opossum still all over the back of the Red Bull. The Red Bull's trying to get his tyres up to temperature. He's not going to do it right now. Look at that. There's a traction from the Williams, and he's past Scotty.
Mediums take a while.
Yep, Scotty, if he was wise, just think, right, I'll come back at you later on once my tyres are up to temperature. Right now is not the way to go, because otherwise I'm just going to end up crashing like my teammate, and he just needs to come home and score points, basically. So even if it means... Forrester and Dean have pitted, so this is going to be interesting to see where they come out. Dean, okay. So I'm on board, and to be fair, Dean has... Yeah,
Forrester's going to do that straight again.
Yeah, but that's a fair gap. He's got absolutely nothing to worry about. Dean is on the softs. Again, it is possible for him to get to the end of the race on them, so that's not a problem. Trying to see any other gaps going down. We've got Ralph coming up to the back of Lennon towards turn 1. This looks like it's going to be... Is he going to dive down the inside? No, he thinks better of it. Ralph, his medium's are already up to temperature. Lennon's trying to get his up and running. Slowly getting there. Ever so slowly. This is the closest battle on track at the minute. Benjamin's Prime leads. Poz has dropped off the back of Benjamin's Prime by 2 seconds. Interesting. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Maybe he made a mistake.
Poz coming in.
They're just gonna. Everyone's just gonna put the mediums on, aren't they?
Hmm.
Well, I wonder if Ben will put the softs on. I'm keeping an eye. I'm keeping an eye on it. Oh, okay. Poz has jumped Ben in the pits. And here we go. We've got. Is that Livid? I think it's Livid. Yeah, Poz and Livid side by side. I think Livid's just about got it.
Yeah, go on,
Pos is on the meat.
Yeah, I'm not biased.
Pos is, oh, clearly. Pos is on the mediums, Livid on softs, and yeah, Benjamin Prime also on the soft tires. So a few people attempted to do the longer stretch on these, and like I say, it's not a bad thing to do. But there we go. Lennon and Ralph still side by side, going up towards the Curva Grande. Nice swooping corner. Who's going to come out on top? Is it going to be Lennon? Is it going to be Ralph? Then no one's giving each other an edge. And I think Ralph has just about got it. Oh, no, Ralph's got shot that corner ridiculously. And he did well there. He let him through. He let him back through as well. Well done, Ralph. That was really good racing there. Dean, 4 tenths behind Forrester. Forrester still trying to get his mediums up to temperature. But Dean sees an opportunity here to take the lead of the Grand Prix. I'd wait, mate. Wait until he makes the move into Parabolica. I would have waited until the first corner. Forrester runs wide.
He's got DRS there.
Who's got DRS? No, yeah, Dean's got DRS, so he's not under threat. He's got the defence.
But Forrester is good. He is quick, and he can come back. Dean just needs to keep it going.
In about 10, it'll be interesting to
win.
see. It could be. First race, first win for Dean Alex. It could be, depending on how these softs handle when they're worn compared to the mediums.
All he needs to do is manage his tyres and bring home a win.
Got Scotty now, who's only a second behind Pos. Pos finds himself in 4th place. You can bet that he is sort of chuffed behind that little helmet of his. Benjamin Prime, 9 tenths behind Scotty. Tell you what, these soft runners see an opportunity and they're hopefully taking it. HRE's on 9-lap-old super softs. I'm not quite sure why he's on them, but anyway. Pos 2.2 behind Livid. Scotty just about hanging on to the back of Pos at the minute.
Prime's coming up right behind Scotty.
Yep, Prime is behind him. Those softs are working beautifully. And they'll get DRS as well, so that's going to help him. So as soon as you come out of the corner, you want to put your engine into max mode, rich mix, hot lap, and just absolutely sail past and get the move done. Benjamin Prime, fastest lap of the race, 23.2.
I can't hold it back. Lock up the Scotty.
Oh, that's the bit. Ben squeezed him, made sure that he couldn't undercut him. Sorry, not undercut him, do the switchback. That's what we have at the minute. So the Red Bulls are not enjoying. Well, the Red Bull, sorry, the other one's dead. The medium tyres at the minute. Because at the minute you've got a soft runner leading, a medium tyre second, a soft runner third, a medium tyre fourth, and a soft runner in fifth. I'd imagine Ben's just going to scream up to the back of Pos now as well. This race is far from over, but Forrester has dropped 2 seconds behind Dean. Dean's absolutely frying, and Livid's got a 3-second time penalty. Will that put his podium under threat? Bingley has joined. Thank you, Bingley. I don't know why you've joined, but
hey,
thank you.
Prime's coming up against Pos.
Yep, like I say, those softs are working brilliantly. The mediums just... there's no pace in the medium tyre. I believe. That is what I believe. I just don't think there's any pace in them, and that's why these guys are struggling. Pos has gone defensive, but I just don't think there's anything he can do. He can try and hold the inside line. Nope, he's got it. Ben takes the lead. takes 4th position from Pos. Pos falls down to 5th. Now, yellow flag sector 1. What's that all about? It's yellow flag, so he can't overtake. Oh, and I think that's really hurt Pos there. I'm trying to figure out what was going on. Pos had the run, but there was a yellow flag in sector 1, so I don't think he could have made the move. But I was looking at the gaps in turn 1, and I don't think there was anything.
Lennon catching Dragoon.
He is. Yes, he is. Dragoon seems to be losing time quite quickly to Lennon. The gap is 1.5 seconds.
And Lennon spun it early on. So did
He
both
did.
McLarens.
Lennon's. This has been a really good drive from Lennon. He kept his head, and like I say, despite he's had all the incidents around him, and we've had like I said, a few high-profile names going out. We had PTR who crashed out on lap 2, Hightower, of course, Gary Braddon, Tomster, you know, all big names, all gone.
The time to score a point, lads.
Kajas, 3-second time penalty. Just doesn't get any better. There we go. We've got Poz and Ben fighting for it again.
And Scott and chilling in the background, just watching the two of them.
Poz going to make a move. No. Ralph gets a 3-second time penalty. Oh, that's Scotty in the background there, losing the back end. He's trying. You can see they're trying to push through the pain that these medium tyres are going through, but they're just not quite able to do it. Gap between first and second, 4 seconds. There's roughly about another 4 seconds to third place. Everyone's sort of spaced out in the minute. The battle for fourth, though, is still raging strong. The mediums now should start coming into their own, but I don't think, for temperature-wise anyway, for grip and temperature, pace-wise, it's still the softs. And it's probably going to take till about, I don't know, 5 laps of the Grand Prix left, as we've got only 10 to go. This race is flying by, blimey.
It seems like it's just running away, doesn't it?
It is. Lennon is 6 tenths behind Dragoon. I'll quickly switch back to that in a switch over to that in a second. I want to see what happens now with Poz and Prime. Poz is not quite close enough, but he does seem to get better traction coming out of the first corner, but he's just not close enough to do anything. So jump on board with Lennon now as he tries to make the move on Dragoon. Can he do it? Going into turn 1, he's gaining. Dragoon thinks about going defensive. Hits the grass a little bit. That's probably going to affect his line. And then you've got Ralph coming up in the background. Is that Ralph? Yeah, it is Ralph. Ralph's just behind them as well. So a nice little fight here for 7th, 8th and 9th. Lennon absolutely pushing that car to limit. The Toro Rosso Honda just not quite able to... I don't know, since the spin in Ascari, I don't know whether it's knocked Dragoon's confidence or what, but he's not been at the races since then. What do you think?
I think Lennon, it's only a matter of time before Lennon gets points. Dragoon, sorry. I think he's just got too much pace for him right now.
He thought about it. He did the little fake maneuver.
He's letting him know he's
Dragoon. Yeah, basically that's what he's doing, and Ralph is keeping an eye on this. He's very keen to see how this ends up. Benjamin's Prime has all of a sudden ended up about 1 second behind Livid.
And Forrester.
By the way, guys in the stream, how's the picture quality? Is it all right? Oh, Lennon goes really deep into turn 1 there. Yeah, so Benjamin has pulled away from Poz. Gap's now 2 seconds. Scotty's fallen a few more temps behind Poz. I'm really shocked at how this race has unfolded. I think, like I said, I think Benjamin's either had a wing change in the pits or, for a minute I thought that was Dragoon losing the back end, then going around the first less mode. Blimey. Cheers, guys. Oh, Lennon, you just turned in far too early there. Don't let that deter you, just keep pushing. I did a career mode race earlier in Russia and I ended up with like 7 penalties.
I'm a penalty magnet. I get them all the time.
Yeah.
She's,
It was
she's,
it was a full distance race. I just ended up just getting bogus penalties for pointless corner cuts that weren't corner cuts. There we go. DRS activate for Lennon. Is he close enough to make the move now? Again, I think Dragoon's just got enough to hold him off. Lennon sees that, and he'll hold back and wait for his opportunity. Benjamin's Prime right up behind Livid now as they enter the Lesmos. Oh, I tell you what, that was a lovely camera shot there, with the camera zooming in on Benjamin as he comes through the first Lesmo. That was beautiful. Ha!
And that's the thing, I did change with my driving.
Ralph's closing up on them.
Once I started in this league, I put myself to strict corner cutting just so I could get myself faster.
No, yeah, see, on F1 2017, I basically did my career mode races without strict corner cutting. And then when I went into league racing, it was a corner cut, and I used to accumulate. Since I've turned my career mode races to strict corner cutting, and I haven't got as many. Oh, Livid's pitted. Livid's pitted. Why is he pitted? That's just throwing away his really good position.
Oh,
what's he done that for? Dude, you didn't need to pit. You could have seen it through to the end.
Ralph
oh my god, that's
Lennon.
Lennon and Ralph. I think Lennon's just seen that Ralph's just got too much for him and has let him go. Oh, but Ralph's gone wide coming out of the first turn.
Oh, love it. Go.
Oh, that was close. I saw that as well. No, Ralph did well there. He did it. No, Ralph did really well there. He kept off the track just about.
Great driving.
So that the other cars were enjoying great driver awareness there from. From a great F1 league racing historian, Mustafa Shag. It was a great racing etiquette. Lennon definitely struggling for grip at the minute. Although, to be fair, he's got absolutely no chance against someone who's on a fresh set of supers. And Benjamin Prime's all of a sudden ended up 1.5 seconds behind Forrester. Look at the gap, though, between the first place. It's now 7.7 seconds. He's absolutely romped away since taking the lead. Forrester will be absolutely devastated. But the fact that I'm amazed by Benjamin Prime's pace. He's on it consistently, and it's really good to see. He's like, he passed Pos, boom, up behind Livid. Couldn't really do anything about Livid, and then he got out of the way, and then all of a sudden he's boom, right up behind Forrester. It's awesome. So battle at the minute is Scotty, who's starting to close a bit up on Pos. However, Livid Opossum is right up the back of Dragoon now. You'd imagine this be a foregone conclusion, considering Dragoon has been on them tyres for 14 laps. They've definitely had their best days behind him now. As a Livid, just take it easy. You don't need to rag it so much. Just wait for your opportunity. There's no need to damage your car. You're on course for some really good points. Well, to be fair, you've got a 15-second gap to close up on afterwards. So good luck with that, Kadjas. 10-second time penalty for corner cutting. Oh, Livid and... Oh, Jock's left the session.
I know, I think my internet fucked up here. I'm going to join back in.
Okay. Right. So currently on my own with the viewing thing, so I'll try and keep up with what's going on, but there we go. Dragoon tries to go defensive. This should be a foregone conclusion. Livid Opossum, full beans, down the straight. Oh, bit of wiggles there from both of them. Oh, he's got the corner, and that's a 5-second stop-go penalty for Livid. He needs to really give the position back. The move wasn't done, and he has done, so there we go. I'd wait a corner, Livid, before trying to do it again. Oh, Dean, 3-second time penalty. Interesting. Oh, Livid's got another penalty. That's two penalties in the space of 3 corners. Okay, that's 3 penalties in the space of... sorry, 2 penalties in the space of 3 corners for Livid Opossum. That's probably destroyed his race. If I'm brutally honest, there's a yellow flag in Sector 1. Why is there a yellow flag in Sector 1? Has HRE had an accident? Not quite sure. But Benjamin's Prime now right up behind Forrester as they head down towards the, turn 1.
Come on, Scotty.
Don't think Forrester's going to fight him too much. I think he just wants to get this race over and done with, really. And there we go. And again, that just proves that the medium tyre is just absolutely shocking. Actually, to be fair, are they still back? They want to jump on board with the Poz and Scotty battle. Livid Opossum, another penalty. Oh, Forrester. Almost getting the... He's just... to be fair, this is like the first race where the mediums have let people down. Why is there a yellow flag in Sector 3? Jimmo must have had an off or something. Anyway, closest battle on track is Scotty, who's still chasing down Poz. Kajas has left the session. He is out of the race. Jimmo still trying to close up on HRE. He's 4.5 seconds behind. That should be an interesting battle for the last point. To be fair, it happens. If you cut that corner, you're going to get a stop-go penalty. It's just one of them things. Here we go. Now Scotty, it looks like he's about to get the move done on Poz. Is Poz going to fight him? Try and hold it.
Oh.
Nope. What's going on? Ralph and Lennon, 7 attempts behind them. I don't think Poz is close enough to really do anything. The move is done by Scotty. He's got it, and now he's only 3.5 seconds behind Forrester. So you'd imagine for the sake of the championship, he'd want to get that done. Oh, Jock's gone again. Jock, are you still in the party, mate? Okay. So I'm on my own, and we're heading into the final stages of the race. A couple of laps left. At the minute, the closest battle on track is Ralph, who's still trying to do something about Lennon, but every time he does, he makes a mistake and slides off the track. It's been a quite interesting battle, but here we go with the Renault powering down the straight, chasing after the McLaren Renault. So both have the same engines in, of course, in the back of their cars. Aerodynamically, though, that Renault is a much better car. Not like it matters because we're on equal, but still. Lennon there just got a bit of a tank slapper coming out of the Ascari. Trying to keep an eye on other battles going up as well. Posglad a second behind Scotty now. Livid Opossum, fastest lap of the race. Here we go. Lennon looks like he's possibly about to make a move on Dragoon. Is this... Oh, Dragoon! Oh, my God! I'm not quite sure what happened there. Oh, Dragoon's retired from the race. And to be fair...
I messed that.
Oh, I definitely need to... Oh, caught it on stream. How long have we got? Damn it, I can't tell how long we've been going for. 89 minutes. 89 minutes in the stream. You can HRE 10-second time penalty. What? Oh, he's completely cut the first corner. That's why. Blimey, there's going to be some hefty penalties in this race. But Lennon moves up to 7th place. Now, the interesting thing with that was, I'm not sure who was to blame. It looked like Dragoon just went in front of Lennon, and Lennon had nowhere to go. But like I say, if we'll have a look and see later on what the outcome of that particular incident is. So let's just keep it civil, guys.
Been a great race so far.
Oh, it's been an amazing race. Take nothing away from that. Speaking of which, we're on the final lap, and Dean, the newcomer, could get his first win in RRF1. The gap is 10.8 seconds to second place. There's not really any close battles going on track, so I think I will stay on board with him for the remainder of this race. We'll see just how happy he is as he comes down under the old banking up towards Ascari, reaching 205 miles an hour almost.
I'm on board with him. He has got coming in Ascari for the last time. Good race, mate. Good race. A couple of scary moments.
I don't get why he pitted.
No.
Dragoon died, Scattergold. He's dead.
I wish Livy was on the podium so I could ask that.
Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Your winner for F2, Dean Alex, crosses the line to win the Italian Grand Prix on his first time of asking. Great drive there.
Well done, mate. Well done.
In the Force India, great drive. Benjamin Prime. Second, Forrester. Third, does he get replaced by Scotty? No, he doesn't. Poz comes home in fifth. Live in a possum. We haven't talked about driver of the day. Who do you give it to?
Oh, that's a good one.
I've got I don't know. Oh, Lennon got 6 because of Livid's penalties.
That's what I was just thinking about. Because
no, you know what? No, I think that's decided for me. Lennon for me is my driver of the day. He fell back and he's done an amazing job to get to where he was.
Good racing spirit.
For the most entertaining driver of the day, I'm going to give to Benjamin's Prime. He had to pass quite a few cars to get that position. So we'll have a look, and when we get to the when it shows you the order, can you invite the guys to the party? So winner Force India, and then accompanied by the Sauber Alfa Romeos of Benjamin's Prime and Forrester. Okay, guys, so there we go. This is your order. You've got Dean Alex, who wins his first Grand Prix in RRF1. Benjamin's Prime at the first time of asking. Benjamin's Prime second. Amazing race from 12th on the grid. Forrester third. Scotty fourth. Posglad fifth. Driver of the day, Lennon in 6th. Live in a Possum 7th. Ralph 8th. Jimmo 9th. HRE 10th. Dragoon would be classified in 11th, but obviously he scores no points anyway. And there we go. That has been what has been an amazing Italian Grand Prix. What do you think?
It was good, it was amazing. It started 3 cars wide, everything. Oh, it was a great race to sit and watch.
Literally, those first 7 laps were just absolutely insane. I didn't know where to go. Battles left, right, and centre. Pete absolutely dying in flame and glory. But there we go, guys. That's been what's been an absolutely entertaining Grand Prix. Let's have a look. Is everyone in? Yes, they are. So we're joined by our top 3 of Dean Alex, Benjamin's Prime, and Forrester. Will go, of course, start off with the race winner himself. At the first time of asking, he wins his first Grand Prix in RRF1. Dean, tell us about your race.
I'm happy to.
Make sure you. By the way, guys, make sure you include your audio.
Yeah, my audio is included.
Okay, carry on.
So to say it was my debut, good win it coming from 8th. As I messed up on my Q3 on the interiors and just took my wheel clean off.
Yeah, you crashed in the same place as your teammate. It was quite kind of amusing.
Yeah, I just put too much gas on it at the start and it just spun me and I just couldn't do anything about it. And I was so angry, not gonna lie.
Well, you made up for it. You had quite an entertaining battle with both the Red Bulls. You definitely have the move of the race, sweeping around the outside of both of them, going into turn 1, and basically from there it was pretty simple for you really. All you had to do was catch Forrester, pass him, and you was kind of left alone then after that. Is that pretty much how it went?
Yeah, apart from when I overtook the two Red Bulls on the outside, it was a bit of a tight squeeze with the Renault and the Mercedes as they had the collision right in front of me. If you've seen that.
Not sure. I can't. There's been so much action. I can't remember. But like I say,
Yeah.
absolutely amazing job, mate. Especially considering it's your debut race. Welcome to RRF1, and you're already a race winner. Welcome to the Mile High Club.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. We'll move over to Benjamin's Prime. You was definitely the entertainment factor of the race. You were pulling moves off left, right, and centre. So go on, tell the world about your race.
I had a disastrous Q2. I started 12th, and fortunately some of the top guys dropped out. I mean, Pete had the Game of Thrones style death. It was spectacular. Amazing. It was incredible. Like, I feel bad for the guys. He's had a few now. Thompson dropped out. Dragoon dropped out. Well, after the start, I got myself up to 6, and I just got to keep it clean, keep me 6th place, and then guys just started dropping, and then I would come up behind Livid the Possum. He was 3rd, I was 4th, and he went into the pits, and then it was my teammates only 2 seconds up the road. I was like, wow, how'd you only get? Because
I literally said it on the stream. You were behind Pos. You passed Pos. And then you caught up to the back of Livid. Livid sort of opened the doorway for you, and then next thing you was right up behind your teammate. You had some phenomenal pace.
Yeah, well, Paul had a similar strategy. He started on the soft, and I thought he'd have gone to super soft, but he went soft, medium, and I went super soft, soft. Because we were together the whole race.
Yeah, I know. You, Pos, and Livid were just together all the time. It was quite amazing to watch, actually.
Yeah, well, passing they two into turn 1 at the same time, I had to get that move done because I think they were both on softs at the time, and I was on supers, so that had to be done. Paramount importance.
Yeah, and you did it, and you even later on in your stint, you were still extending the gap. So, yep, that'll probably move you a fair way up the championship order now. So, congratulations on that one, and congratulations on what was an amazing race.
Thanks very much.
We'll move on to Forrester, the pole man himself. Probably not the ideal result you wanted, but it's still good points on the board. How are you feeling?
Well, I had my race through in the first corner.
Well, yeah, actually, to be fair, you had the 5-second stop go after the... Was it
And the wing damage
it was
from
Red
it.
Bull shooting... Right, okay, so you
And
had
I
wing
didn't
damage
get-
and...
And I didn't get replaced in the pits, so I was running the whole race with a wing damage. Yeah.
Oh, that's unfortunate, mate. I'm sorry to hear that, but you still came third, so you've got to take some solace out of that. I mean, obviously, it's not the result you want, but it's still good, strong points on the board.
I reckon Red Bull conspiracy. That's my theory. It's got to be done.
Well, we'll have to. Well, you've got the Sauber boys that are competing now, so if that's what they're doing, then I'm sure you guys will answer back. Will the Sauber boys strike back in Singapore next week?
Absolutely.
Let's tune in and find out. But guys, thank you very much for watching. Everyone, absolutely amazing race, left, right, and centre. Lennon, driver of the day, for me personally. And guys, we'll see you next week for the Singapore Grand Prix. But we're not done yet for Monza. Oh no, we've got the elite guys on Sunday. That will be live at about 8:45 PM British time, live on Twitch at Positively Glad channel. If you haven't already followed him, please do. Guys, we'll see you soon. Take care and good night from everyone at RRF1. Bye.